Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cosmoteer. Last time we left off is a long time for you guys. It's literally been 5 seconds for me. We have been working on a battleship, and today we will be continuing our battleship design. Now, I know what some of you are gonna say. You call that a battleship? My battleship is at least 30,000 blocks, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know. The scale of my ships always has been fairly small, because I like that way more. Everyone can make a ship with 10,000 guns on it and have it, perform well. Build small ships. It's a lot harder than you'd think to make good small ships, especially good looking ones. So yeah, that is one of my reasons why I always keep my ships smaller. It's harder. Also, well, as I said in a previous episode, can't honestly remember which one, I prefer to have more ships rather than 1 or 2 big ships. I prefer, engagements with smaller ships, with flotillas of ships. That is something I enjoy. In that regard, I cannot wait until this game finally gets, with all due respect, gets a move on with their updates. I'm really looking forward to the drones and shipboarding. That would be really cool, I think. So, yeah. I'm waiting. Pretty please. You know what? Let's do this. Although, not quite sure about that. We'll get back to that later. For now, let's finish the outer edge. Fill her up. Let's do that. That's better. Let us see. Don't fill up anymore, please. Okay, thank you. Let's make that a bit more interesting looking. Should I make a third one? No, I think 2 is fine. Save. Oh my. Yoink. Go away, old shields. So, this will be the battleship. She's big. And first things first. As always, thrusters. And these thrusters need to be protected by a rear-mounted shield and side-mounted shields. Okay. Next up, I would like another pair of thrusters here in this module. And yeah, I'm going with big. Where am I going to put the reverse thrusters? Well, hello. Look at that. That works fine. Let's clean this up. We don't need these doors. After all, we're powering these engines by the engine rooms. Same thing here. We do not need these doors. They are only a liability in terms of fire spreading. Okay. I do want extra doors here, though. There we have it. Engines. Is this enough, though? I doubt it. Large ones. Let's add another one there and another one there. Let's move you. Let's not move you back too far, just to keep the general shape outline here. Okay, talking about engines. Let's make sure this ship can actually jump. I might have forgotten to add that with the other ship. Okay, 82%. Let's quickly check. Have I forgotten the jump drives in the previous episode? Ladies and gentlemen, I have. Okay, crappy jump drive is better than no jump drive. Safe ship design, a light cruiser, done. Back to the battleship. Yeah, building ships can go fast and modifying them. Let us see. Next main thing this ship needs is reactors. And I think 1, 2, 3. 3 major reactors in this ship to power her up. Of course, these reactors need to be defended, and the first defense is doing this. Let's do that. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3 of this vessel. Each reactor is only responsible for one section of the ship. And there we go. Let's make it a triple one here as well. There. That looks nice. Okay. Next up, flight controls. I think we're going with a heavy bridge on this ship in a safe section of the ship, like so. Okay, that's good. Safe design. Next thing we need, though, guns and shields. Let's start off with the shields. And I'm thinking about adding a giant shield generator here. Or even better, I'm adding one there. Yes, or I can add both. However, this is a giant weak spot like so. Let's see. I gotta do it like this, I think, to protect the front of the ship. Side of the ship is mostly covered now, but not entirely. Hello, pylons. Or tentacles, or whatever they are. This jump drive needs to go. And needs to be replaced. And then we have our shields. Let's take a look. We have a weak spot in the rear of the ship. And that's essentially the only spot of the ship that is not entirely covered by shield generators. I do this, she'll get a bit of a fat ass. But that weak spot is gone. Now, next up, I would like barracks in each section, just to speed things up. These will be my general crews for me ship. All crew members, please report to your stations. Generally, that is simply your... we have some shields not operational right now. Not equipped with shields? Well then, buckle up. Luckily, I am equipped with shields. There we go. She is entirely covered with shields. Now, before installing the weapons, again, let's test her maneuverability. I would like a quarter turn, please. It's gonna be hilarious with the cruiser. Go. 1, 2, battleship, 3, 4. Ooh, the battleship turns better than a destroyer. And of course, you don't turn at all. Okay. Next test. Turn back. Not too bad, not too bad. Next test will be a bit different though. It will be to go there and then back here. Speed. What can you do? And how well are you flying right now against the rest of your ships? Engage. Light cruiser, you may cheat. That's what the bloody thing is for, after all. I love those thrusters. Let's see, we're struggling a bit with maintaining power supply. We can fix that by doing this and... walkway! Whee! That goes a lot faster, isn't it? We are overtaking the cruiser. We are doing 42.4, 37, 39 on the light cruiser. However, the light cruiser can boost it up to 53. Yeah, 53 for a second. 48. It's not bad. The destroyer is falling behind. Yeah, I really need to look at the destroyer again. In fact, what I want to do is easy to do. There we go. Save ship design, destroyer, yes. This way we can provide the engines much faster with energy. The frigate is on the way back already. Light cruiser as well, let's hit it. Ooh, and even the normal cruiser managed to turn. Yeah, the destroyer is really too slow, isn't she? Good thing I tested this. Anyway, back to the battleship. As you can see, the battleship is struggling with maintaining the power on these side-mounted shield generators. So let's do that. And yoink, and then you go through the engine and back to the reactor. Execute. Let's see if that works. No. Whee! Yes! Shield generator powered. However, the other one needs power as well. Let's see if one of the crew members is kind enough to supply her. No, that was the wrong one. That shield generator is going down. Same with the one on the other side, by the way, is also going down. Already is down, actually. Oh, look, there we go. Barely kept her intact. As we continue the turn, the light cruiser and the battleship are roughly the same speed. The frigate is fast, and my god, saw the destroyer. Yeah, make the rear section a bit wider and add a third engine, I think, is what this ship needs. Let's quickly do that in between. Let's do that. Yoink. Thrusters. And considering we have one command point remaining, that is actually very good. Okay. There we go. We did 23 meters a second. We get that up to 30 now. That's actually more reasonable. Still slow, but I think 30 is around the same speed as the cruiser, right? Yeah, she's still slower than the cruiser, actually. Who can do 37 meters a second. Huh, okay. Well, quick fix, not an entire fix. Back to the battleship, because that's what we were here for. How about weapons? The rest of the ship set, as you know, has heavy deck lasers, so I need heavy deck lasers. It's as simple as that. There is no way around it. I need at least a couple of them. Like so. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. 10. 10 heavy lasers in the front section of the ship will give me quite a bit of forward firepower. And I add a dual one in the rear of the ship with some fire extinguishers. Just for shits and giggles, you know. Not very important. I mean, I have them already, but in fact, yeah, I have them already. So let's do that instead. Okay, guns. The other ships generally have a couple of, you know, 1, 2 missile batteries. I could turn one of these sections into a heavy missile battery. You know, I could do something akin to this. If the missiles blow, the ship will blow. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Restock resources. That is a lovely battery. Crew members. I would like some crew quarters here on this side. And you will also man this fire extinguisher. And there we go. Missiles, guns. What more do we need? We need a lot more. This is a battleship. This thing must be brimming either with guns or defensive guns or more guns. Short range lasers? Well, mining lasers essentially. They're not doing much damage, do they? Damage versus asteroids is a lot. 1200 damage a second. Okay. That's not actually too bad. The problem is the range. 100 meters. To 60 meters, and the main guns I'm using, they're essentially the same as the heavy lasers, by the way. I'm just using heavy lasers on this ship right now. Ion beam. I could make another tentacle-like thing over here. And have an ion system, a small ion gun over here. Let's do that. I got an idea. Again, that is dangerous. I know. Whoops. I'm lazy. That way, please. Yoink. Okay, so a structure. Oh. And there we go. Ion prism 1. Move the gun. The gun is not fitting. Damn you. Okay, in that case I'm gonna get rid of the gun for now. After all, the gun can go in the middle of the ship with a relative ease. These things, however, are a bloody pain to install. And I was thinking of doing something like this. Now you may be wondering, why not turn this around and make a heavier battery? Good question. The thing about this setup, even though it's inefficient, I know, is that in case of emergency, if this thing here this iron prism gets blown up, I can turn these two prisms around to fire at the other side. That was the original idea anyway. However, let's be honest. This will provide more firepower. There we go. As we can see, we do not have enough crew quarters for this little joke. So... let's do that. Power the ship, quickly now. That will be quite a bit of forward firepower here. Of course, I deleted 2 guns for this. That is unacceptable. I'm going to reinstall the guns over here. Why not? That said though, I'm using blue lasers. I might as well go with blue prisms in the end. Like so. So, missile batteries, laser batteries. The midsection essentially has no guns yet. Well, it has one. I'm going to remove that. Instead, I'm going to move 2 smaller guns to the wing section of the vessel. Let's see if we can crew them quickly. It's still a very dangerous spot here in terms of the shields. They keep failing. Still, it's okay. Yes, this looks nice. This looks nice. Midsection though. What am I going to do with the midsection? We could go with some capital lasers. You know, we could go insane and do something. We could do something like this. Hello. Really don't have the crew members for that, do we? No, we do. We do. You're responsible for all of this. You may use that system as well. There we go. You know what? Let's take her out for a spin. Save ship design. Battleship. Battleship may go with Allegiance Player 2. AI Normal. AI Normal. Battleship is 1.5 million. Ooh, that is expensive. This is a very expensive ship. Frankly, it's one of the stronger ships. Look at that, she's nuking straight away. Talking about a nuke, nuclear missile just went off. Ah. Of course, I replaced these, so... That's a bit of a failure on my part. fire. She's lacking point defense, though. Oh, wow. Good night. Nuclear impact. Ooh, look at that. That might have been a disruptor, and I'm not sure. Oh, you're still wanting to finish off the cruiser. By now, you really should be focusing on another ship, though. In a way, I like the fact that it's blood red now rather than blue. I think I like the orange more than the blue. Now, what are you doing? You're targeting the destroyer. Glad to know that the AI considers the destroyer a primary threat. After all, it's a weak ship. What are you doing? Target something useful. Come on. This battleship should have no problem defeating this fleet. Although, oh, that's 500,000. Another 500,000. 1 point. Yeah, essentially that's equal in terms of money. That's sad. The destroyer just lost essentially the third of his guns. Oh! What the hell? Of course! Oh, I created a giant weak spot. Oh, wow. I had not even thought about that when I designed her. Huh! Oh, this is great. This is bloody epic. Sad thing for the enemy, though. This is still a fortress. It can still fire. There we go. But that does mean my main guns are disabled, and it's now the laser guns. Well, my Star Wars guns. My turbo lasers, yes. That are firing. With a few missiles here and there. Ooh, hello! Yes. You did not think about that, did you, AI? Don't get in front of those guns. You know, it makes me wonder. If I give this thing a bridge and some engines on this section as well, we could essentially turn this into a secondary ship. You know, go a bit with Star Trek Prometheus. Multi-factor assault mode enabled. Let's see, damage to the engines. The side is actually fairly okay. Hello. I am your Lord and Master. I understand why people think this is a pretty sight. But in the end, yeah, no. Not something I would want to do all the time. This is hilarious though for a change. Okay. That's sad. The cruiser is completely annihilated. She's out of the fight. Destroyer has no more weapons. I'm not quite sure why the battleship continues to pound her. She is no longer a threat. This is almost a Star Destroyer. Like, seriously. Star Wars, new ship, Republic. Look at that! This is like seriously the size of my acclamator class. Okay. Nice. And there goes... Oh, the bridge is gone. And there goes the reactor. Destroyer eliminated. Hello? Are you sure you want to do this? And the light cruiser, yeah, she's gonna die anyway. So let's end the battle. Clear debris. Fix you up. So, in essence, this ship only has like 2 blocks here that are protecting her from utter separation. While hilarious, I don't think that is a good idea. Also, let's replace you. How am I going to fix that though? Yeah, well, it's quite simple to fix it. I just need to take one of these engines out, one of these guns out, I mean. That would solve the issue. That will lower the firepower of these guns so much, though. I don't think I have an alternative. I mean... Unless... Hold on, let's take that out. Tell me, does that work? I doubt it. Yeah, he's gonna freak out if you do that. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. You know what I was thinking, don't you? Adding... Although I could just go with a maneuvering thruster, so he can at least maneuver his guns around if it happens. And keep the weak spot in. It's like the mother of all weak spots. But I like it. I like it. It's stupid, but yeah, I'm going for it. I am going for it. That said, I am going to defend the weak spot a bit better. Let's add a heavy point defense gun and add some small Sea Whiz guns to the front section of this ship. I always like the sounds of the shields coming online one after another. This major shield generator and the engines, though, it's a weak spot. Let's reinforce it with 2 shield generators. I don't think I have the real crew members for that, though. As you can see, this ship would require 350 crew members right now in order to function properly. That's a lot. Let's add a few. And in case of these reactors, I want doors on all sides. Like so. Let us reset the crew. Restock all resources. And let's try again. A fight against a cruiser, a light cruiser. In fact, everyone. AI, normal, engaging. What you gonna do when I freeze it? Targets. target. Okay, now the guns are operational right from the start. And we are at 1.5 million. .33 meters a second. We should be engaging the first enemy right about now. The prisms are very slow to turn, sadly enough. That will limit the usability of these laser guns. Let's see. Normal missiles inbound. 2 of them shot down. Incoming nuke. Incoming nuke. On the shields. And 1 nuclear missile almost completely knocked out. Just look at the cutting power that these guns combined with a couple of lasers have. It's insane. And fun that you can essentially utilize 2 ships at the same time with relative ease. Of course, killing the cruiser first is a must. Ship sections are still attached. Still. The cruiser is folding in on itself. Ooh, that was a heavy salvo. Almost. There we go. The shields are holding. Enemy destroyer inbound. Yeah, the point defense is not... Oh dear. Heavy shield generator is gone. In a dangerous section of the ship, I might add. And the armor, in the meanwhile, is being cut away from that ship. This is very dangerous. If this gun goes up, if we get a chain reaction here, I'm gonna lose the entire aft section of the front section of the ship. Cool. Very cool indeed. But the weak spot is very weak. If it blows up again during this test, I might actually have to change it. Down. Excellent. Reverse thrust is okay-ish, by the way. You got hit by a missile? Am I still shooting missiles? Yeah, I am. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. I really like this circle here. I think I'm gonna add that to the battleship as well. In terms of things work, that is. One enemy ship is being smartass and is hitting me from behind. The light cruiser, yeah. Got an armor block here that is holding off some of the damage. Oh, we're digging now. Digging rapidly. You know what? Let's finish her off, shall we? Good idea, AI. Boom. think the last guns on the frigates are neutralized as well. What's that? Ooh, damage here. And, ooh, almost. In fact, let's take manual control over the cruiser for a second. I gotta try this. Target that item and fire. There comes the shot. No chain reaction. Let's try it again. I want to see a big boom, and I want to see the other things blow up as well. Like so. That is the risk this ship is taking. Thank you for the tests. AI back to normal. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take the outermost beam emitter out, replace that with extra armor on all sides. Let's clear the debris. You know, a weak spot is one thing, but this was bad. So, I'm gonna delete you. Move you guys up one block. Remove you. Because I missed some debris there. What are we shooting? A frigate, okay. Fun times. Now stop turning. So, 5 ion beams, meaning she has the same firepower as some of my smaller ships with this beam cannons. Also, are you working on creating a mass murder here? Shooting innocent people? You are, aren't you? Naughty, naughty. Reset crew. Please, okay, thank you. So, of course, I could simply do this. That means I will have the same firepower again. That's not a bad idea, is it? In fact, I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add another one. Crew, please man your main guns. Thank you. For we have another test inbound. Normal AI, please. Let's go. So we increased our firepower rather than diminished it. I'm not a fan of this attack factor though. I'm gonna say default is straight. Let's see how the point defense handles herself. One missile got through. Yeah, say 60% of the missiles are hitting me. No, around 50%. Also, by doing this, I provide a bit less of a danger to my weak spot. And I'm tanking the nuke at my bow. And that is very useful indeed. Okay, second laser should take over now. Please turn the ship straight. Please, okay, thank you. The enemy is hitting the shield battery here. That's very nasty. Oh wait, there's an engine behind that. Destroy a nuke? No, we didn't. There comes the nuke, and from the angle, she might hit the unshielded section. No, she's gonna hit the shields. Excellent. In exchange for her destruction. 32,000 K damage though. I want to try something. I'm gonna move these shield generators in one block. And let us restock all resources. Yeah, the shield is still big enough, I think. But we get a bit more of a firing angle for my lasers. And more importantly, the shield generators will remain a bit safer. You know what? Let's throw in a Terran battlecruiser to deal with this blasted battleship. The battlecruiser, 1.1 million. Not as strong. However, she has a very good alpha strike here, with a lot of main guns and a heavy railgun. And I'm curious to see what that will do to the ship. We are like so. Okay. Railgun should fire any moment now. Let's see, we lost an armor piece, or two, or three. But the shields are holding. The armor blocked enough of the railgun not to cause any major damage. And more railgun hits. One shield down. Another one half down. There come the missiles from the battlecruiser. Excellent shot. Neutralizing one of the main weapons on my warship here. There come the cannons. I'm holding, but so is the battlecruiser for now. One of my older ships, and one of the ships that I should replace before too long with a better variation. As she goes down pretty fast once those giant shield generators go down. One down. Two down. those. How about we throw in a Star Wars ship? That is 1 million. Let's give her 2 escort ships as well. A Pelta and a Consular class. AI normal. Engage. Battleship, you may restock all your resources. There we go. The advantage of the Star Wars ships is these laser guns. They're long range and they are very accurate. More accurate than the blue lasers that I'm shooting on my battleship. My advantage though is a certain ion beam. That can actually do a lot of damage. If it survives, that is. It is a very weak connection point, after all. Let's see. I think we are having an issue. And that issue is a large generic cruiser fleet is dropping out of high warp, dropping out of the jump gate, getting into sensor range. Whatever you want. AI normal. Allegiance player 2. And the Star Wars ships realize they are in trouble. We must send for reinforcements straight away. AI none. Go, go, Consular. The other ships will cover your retreat. Get to reinforcements. Send for help. Because that's a lot of nukes coming my way. Let's see. If the Consular gets around there. Yeah. Oh, poor Pelta. You're in the way of the missiles, aren't you? Oh. And the Consular managed to call in reinforcements. Republic is sending 3 acclimators, supported each by 2 Acrylons, 2 Pelta-class frigates as medical supply, and, strangely enough, a couple of X-Wings. AI normal. The medical frigate is blown up. War crime. Venator, stay alive. Here comes the reinforcements. We did it. We did it, sir. Although the ship is about to be destroyed. Let's try to cover her to the best of our abilities. Ooh, nuclear attacks. They are using nukes against us, sir. However, I fear that more people have heard about this battle. And a small fleet from the CIS is joining the fray as an independent task force. Man, this battleship is big. Let's see, damage to our acclimators. Yeah, these acclimator class ships are not built for these large engagements against giant ships that carry nukes. Mind you though, these cruisers are bigger than these acclimators are. One of my X-Wings is disabled there. The frigate is doing okay. Another nuclear explosion. I think the Republic forces are in dire need of assistance. Not by the Empire, though. Now the Republic is gaining 3 Vanaders. Normal AI enabled. They are dropping out of hyperspace. And the CIS fleet, in the meanwhile, is devastating a destroyer. Of course, the Providence class. Has the guns for the job. And she is ramming an Arculans out of the way. As the remains of the Venator here. Oh dear. Talking about remains, what's the status of the battleship? Let's see, the guns again. Laser guns have been disabled. And the engines are taking hits, but overall, not too bad. However, she is being blasted by the Sis. And the Confederacy of Independent Systems, well, don't underestimate them. They only have 4 ships, sure. These ships hurt. And they got a lot of shields. A lot of shields. Hold on. Aggressive fire authorized on that ship. Let's spice it up. The Venator is ramming through the cruisers here in an attempt to reach the battleship. That's a bad call, mate. That's a bad call. These cruisers are actually doing a hell of a job. As an acclimator here is essentially neutralized. Nuclear explosion, not a lot of damage there. Oh yeah, the battleship is taking fire now. This battleship, of course, doesn't have a lot of armor. So, once those shields are gone, it is bad. Talking about shields being gone. Oh, look at that. The light cruiser and the frigates are unintentionally aiding the battleship, taking the shots for her. That is pretty nice. However, a 4th party is joining the fray. The Sith have arrived. AI normal, allegiance, player 4. Harrower class dreadnoughts, together with 2 Sith infiltrators. Oh wow, this acclimator is cut in half, almost. Venator, you're doing okay. I must say, these cruisers, they don't maneuver at all, but they can take hits. They can really take hits. The only weak spot is the center line here, where you can relatively easy get to the reactor, and then you win. Pelta has been essentially blown up. I wish I could turn off these red lines. Don't think I can though. Settings, let's check for a second. Performance. No, that's not it, that's not it. Gameplay? Should be gameplay, right? Show commands for all ships. Apply. Yeah. There we go. That's a lot better. Oh, the battleship. Her front section is blown up. Not by the Sis, though. They, although, yeah, maybe. Those two Magnificent class ships actually got the job done, I think. The last laser beams are firing, but, ooh, yeah, Harrower dreadnoughts are moving in. It is time. Let's see. Should I? The Warhammer ship set is not really complete. I only have a frigate and a corvette. Let's have some fun though. AI, normal. Allegiance, player 5. Ladies and gentlemen. Through the warp, a Imperial escort ship has somehow managed to find its way here. Let me introduce her quickly. Do we need to say more? No, I don't think so. Let us begin. The fight for your lives. Goodbye, X-Wing. Torpedoes go away. Thank you. Those are dangerous torpedoes. Could have blown up my own ship. I mean, look at that. The aft shield's already gone due to that. And so is this frigate. Yeah. This is a generic frigate that I made. This is the frigate from my Warhammer set. This is a small escort ship. Do I need to say more? Hello. Fire at will. Let's go to the outside view, shall we? And let's take a look at the rest of the battlefield. What is happening? I see disabled Republic ships. I see the Harrowers and Magnificents still fighting. I see more and more ships going after this light frigates. Whose shields are down at the front section. That's not good, because that means this railgun can blow up. Talking about blowing things up, dodge this. And the second ship goes down. Yeah, well, that is what big-ass cannons do. I could do with bigger ones on this ship, though. Sadly, I don't have a mod for that. Although I think there are mods that give bigger guns as well. Who knows, who knows. For now, my light railguns there are working on the cruiser shields. Ooh, another shields section failed. Of course, this ship has multiple heavy shield generators. mean, to breach here, you need to ban 1, 2, 3, 4 main shield generators and then a couple of smaller ones. So yeah, heavy shielded, I say. As another cruiser is biting the dust. That's sad though, more and more ships are going after this ship now. Let's just enjoy it for a moment, shall we? There. And she's losing engines. The Harrowers and the Destroyer got within the shield bubble. Oh! Harrower is gone. And the Venator is just shooting at everything. The enemy of my enemy is not my friend in this game. Yeah, one of the guns has blown up. Of course, the heavy point defense of the smaller ships here is making it hard for this cruiser. All guns essentially can be shot down. And I think she might actually survive. In the meanwhile, the three wrecks are fighting amongst each other. The Aquilons is actually moving. Huh. So, 3 Venators remain. However, the cruiser is she burning up? This thing is still under development, by the way. I'll properly introduce you another time when she's done. Yeah, she got junk status now. Her bridge is gone. Yeah, her bridge was here. Oh wow. That means the Republic has won. Although there are still a few droid ships around that can actually do a lot of damage if you don't pay attention. Not to mention that I do not think the Venators on their own can penetrate the shields anymore. Fascinating formation, by the way. Best bet is get in the rear and try to nuke this large reactor, cause a chain reaction there. Oh look, they're pushing it away. Go away, Imperial frigates. Clear debris. The Harrower is almost intact. Well, she was. Now she's dead. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, comes an end to this episode. We built a battleship. We tested her out. We had some fun throwing in a lot of ships, actually. And I'll see you next time when we continue our building quests to finish off this ship set. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a very fond farewell.